Hello everybody, my name is Jennifer Maker. Today I'm going to show you how to organize your drawers and make your own drawer dividers on the Great Maker Show and Tell. So ever since I joined the Get Organized HQ Summit, I have been so inspired and motivated to organize. After I cleaned and organized my entire craft room last week, I tackled my disorganized, messy drawers. I had one drawer in particular that I used all the time, and it had become essentially a junk drawer, if you know what I mean. And there's another drawer that was a jumbled mess of cords and power supplies. So everything looked good when it was closed, but as soon as you open it up, it was like a jack in the box. It was crazy. I need to organize these drawers, and I want to show you how you can do it quickly and easily too. The biggest issue, I think, with my disorganized drawers is that there is no internal organization. And part of the reason for this is that these particular drawers that I really like, and many of us do as well, are the Alex IKEA drawers, and they have a really low profile. And many drawer dividers don't fit inside, or when they do, they are just way too pricey. So to tackle my organization issues, I have designed my own drawer dividers that I can mix and match to fit perfectly inside my drawers. You can make these too, and they will fit in nearly any drawer thanks to the way that I designed them. Now, to organize your drawers, all you really need is some paper and a pencil, which we're going to use to map out your drawers itself. Don't worry, it's not scary at all. Plus some cardstock or light craft board, and some glue to make the drawer dividers themselves. You can cut out the drawer dividers by hand using trusty scissors, or you can use a cutting machine like a Cricut, like I did. You may also want a label maker for labeling your drawer contents, but you can also just use a pen. No big deal. So let me show you how to organize your drawers and use these awesome drawer dividers. Now be sure to stay tuned because I have to tell you about this super cool organization summit that I've been invited to speak at. It's free. You don't have to go anywhere to watch it. You can just stay home, watch it on your phone or on your computer, and you won't want to miss it because it's going to help you get organized too. The first step to organize drawers is to purge. Take everything out of your drawer and spread it out on a flat surface nearby. Discard or recycle any trash, anything outdated, anything broken, anything you haven't used in 6 months and truly don't expect to use soon, and anything you no longer want. It's important to get rid of these things now. Once your drawer is empty, give it a good wipe down. This is the perfect time to clean it and make it fresh again. The next step is to assess. Decide what remains and what belongs where. Looking at what's left for your drawer, decide what's going to go back into this drawer and what needs to go elsewhere. Be sure to group like things together so you know how much you have of each thing and have a general idea of whether it even belongs in this drawer or not. Remove items that should go elsewhere so you have only the new drawer contents remaining. So I had weird things like spoons and clamps and some tools that definitely belonged in other places, like over on my giant pegboard. The next step is to contain. So you want to find or make compartments for items that you plan to put back in your drawer. I recommend you take a piece of paper and cut it to the same size as the bottom of your drawer. If you need to tape several pieces together, that's fine. And then place it into the bottom of your empty drawer. Place the drawer items on the paper in the order and arrangement you prefer. Be sure to place items that you use frequently near the front. Now draw straight lines around the items. Remove the items and the paper. Be sure you make a note of what went where on your paper. Match the sizes of squares on the paper to my DIY drawer dividers that I'm going to show you how to make a little later in this video. Then make as many dividers as you need. Place your drawer dividers into your drawer and put all of your items into the appropriate compartment based on the paper map that you drew. The last step to organizing your drawers is to tag. So you want to label each compartment in your drawer with the thing that's supposed to go into it. So when it's empty, you know to go looking for it, or when you have more of that item, you know where it goes. Either write the name of the item on the tag, or use a label maker, or even just write with your Cricut. It's entirely up to you. This, by the way, is my PACT organization system. PACT, P for Purge, A for Assess, C for Contain, and T for Tag. I like to think of it as making a pact with myself to stay tidy and organized. So, would you like to make your own drawer dividers? Let me show you how to make them. First, you need to get my drawer divider box patterns. You can download them free from my blog at jennifermaker.com/drawers. They are available as PDF, DXF, and SVG format. You can cut these dividers by hand with scissors or with a cutting machine like a Cricut. There are 5 different files, which are the different sizes, A, B, C, D, and E. A is the smallest and E is the largest. If you use a cutting machine like I did, just upload your file to your design software. Let me show you how to do that in Cricut Design Space in this tutorial. Now don't forget, design software updates and changes over time. If anything about what I'm about to show you in the design software seems outdated or different than what you see on your screen, I've likely already discovered this and made updates for you. You can always check by opening a new window and going to jennifermaker.com/updates. Videos are sorted by date. If there have been any updates to how the design software I show in this video works for this particular project, or if there have been any changes in how you do it, it will be listed here. First, go to Cricut Design Space, click on New Project, then click on Upload, then click Upload Image, then click Browse. Locate the SVG files inside the decompressed zip file that you already downloaded. Once they are uploaded, select the file and click Insert Images to add them to your canvas. Now, if you want to score these drawer dividers, it's essential that you set the score lines. Each drawer divider has 2 layers, a score line layer and a solid cut layer. You need to locate the score line layer and change it from its default of cut to score in the line type menu up at the top of the window. Then select both the score layer and the cut layer and click Attach at the bottom of the window so the divider itself is scored. If you don't do this, it's not going to work right. When that's done, go ahead and click Make It in the upper right corner, then confirm that your design is set to both score and cut over on the left. If it looks good, click Continue, wait for your machine to connect, then choose your material. I select medium cardstock for my 80-pound cardstock dividers. I also like to set the pressure to more to ensure a good clean cut. For this project, we're going to need some tacky glue. I do not recommend a tape runner as it probably won't be strong enough to hold the box together. You may also want to use a scoring stylus or scoring wheel. Either will work. For paper, I'm using this 80-pound cardstock, which has different colors on either side because I think it looks super cute. And for the 2 largest drawer dividers, you're going to need to use 12 by 24 inch long cardstock like this. You can also use craft board if you want a stronger box. I also recommend you use the blue light grip cutting mat when you're cutting the cardstock. It makes weeding much easier because it doesn't stick so much to the mat. So we just place our cardstock on the cutting mat, then load the mat into our Cricut and let it do all the hard cutting work. And don't forget to put your scoring stylus or scoring wheel into your Cricut before you cut. When you remove your cardstock from your cutting mat, be sure to flip your cutting mat over and peel the mat away from the paper, instead of the other way around, to avoid curling the paper. Go slowly so you don't rip your paper. Now it's time to fold your drawer dividers. Place your paper with the side you want to appear inside the box, face up on your surface. So here is a size A divider box with a darker green side up. Fold your divider along the fold lines that are scored into it. There are a total of 10 score lines. So you'll need to make 10 folds. You should fold them all inward to start with. Now flip your cardstock over to the other side and fold in the 4 flaps at the 4 outer edges so they are folded in the opposite direction, just as I'm doing here. Now it's time to glue. Flip your folded box back over and begin gluing the sides. If you're not sure which sides to glue on, try folding the box together so you can see how it all assembles when it's done. And note that the wings go on the outside of the box, not the inside. I recommend you glue 2 sets of side wings at a time, just as I'm doing here. Once you have the glue on your side wings, press down firmly and allow time for the glue to take hold, which is maybe about 30 seconds. Turn the drawer divider box over and glue the other side wings now. And then when that's all done, glue all 4 side flaps to reinforce the top edges and strengthen your drawer divider. And there we go. The drawer divider is now all assembled. Here's a quick look at the other 4 drawer divider boxes so you can see how they go together too. So this here is the B size box, and you fold it and glue it and assemble it exactly the same way that you do the A size. It's just a little bit longer. There's no difference other than that. But it goes together pretty well and fits really nicely next to 2 A size boxes. This blue one here is a C size box, and that's the one that's roughly a square, so it's our medium size box. It goes together the same way. There's no difference. It's just a little bit bigger. You'll probably end up using this box a lot because that holds quite a bit. And again, it all fits together great with the other 2. Now for sizes D and E, you're going to need to use bigger paper because they're a lot longer in order to fit into those long drawers that are difficult to reach in the back, because they don't pull out all the way. So that's what these boxes are for. They're also really great for things like pens and other long things, scissors, rulers, that sort of thing. So you can get this longer paper off of Amazon and from Cricut, and they sell it at the craft stores too. If you can't find this longer paper, you could try just doing 2 pieces of regular size paper and then tape them together afterwards, but you'd probably want to add like an additional bottom just to keep everything stable. But this longer paper isn't difficult to find, and it assembles in exactly the same way. It's just a little bit longer. And this here is the size E divider drawer box, and it takes almost an entire sheet of 12 by 24 inch paper, but makes a giant box that is perfect for putting in the back of your drawers so that you can put bigger things, and also so that it's easier to reach since those drawers don't really pull out all the way. But otherwise, it assembles the same way, it's just a different size. And here are all of our boxes, and let's put them into one possible configuration, and you'll see how well they fit together. Pretty awesome, huh? I am just in love with these drawer divider boxes. Aren't you? And there we go. Beautifully organized drawers that are a pleasure to use. Just opening these drawers now makes me feel all happy inside. And it's so much easier to keep a drawer tidy when you have dividers. It prevents you from just tossing stuff in without regard to whether it actually belongs there or not. right? Yeah. So now after cutting and gluing like my 20th drawer divider, I thought up of a way to design these drawer dividers so they don't need any glue, just tabs and slots. If you want this alternate version, you can have it for free, of course. Get the details on where to find my no glue version over on my blog at jennifermaker.com/drawers. It's awesome. Being organized feels so good. And if you are looking for more ways to get organized too, don't forget about the free Get Organized HQ Summit with 40 organization experts to help you get organized, including yours truly. I have a session on how to organize craft supplies. Does that surprise you at all? So I know thousands of you from my community have already signed up for it, which is amazing, but I don't want anyone to miss out on it as it's coming up really soon. And remember, it's free, so you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. It is so motivating. I mean, just look at all the organization that it's gotten me to do in the last couple of weeks. I will put the sign up link in the description for this video below, or you can just go to jennifermaker.com/getorganizedhq. That's it for today. Remember, if you can tell me what you want to make or organize, I can show you how to do it. Until next time, this is Jennifer Maker reminding you to craft a life you love.